I'm emotional enough without it.
Speaking of Jimmy, one time I was getting all emotional. I just remember him looking at me and go, brother, don't cry, you stupid cunt. I was like that, But Jimmy would be Jimmy would be the first one to get. So when Jimmy was dying, we went to see him, and basically we went to his house and went to see him, and it was sad what happened, and his wife Carol, God, I love her. I love her. I can't call her mom. Got to call her big sis. She'll kill me. But
Fair
Carol's was a wonderful woman. She took care of him, and he had cancer, and it was tough. That was tough. So that was tough. I was crying while I was there with him, and he was like, just relax. But I could see he was starting to well up.
Sure. If I can say this, I'd like to say this because we did get the chance to see him in person. It was a couple of years back before he died, but I actually was really frustrated when they started to try to re-examine the case, because after seeing him in person, and he was a sweetheart, it was also very clear that he was losing it. Yeah. And I was like, why are they picking on him? That actually at this point seemed to me like, so it is something I do remember. I did get to meet the guy. He was amazing. He was so nice. On
a positive note, I was thinking about Snuka last week, actually, and with all this flippy stuff that goes on now, I could remember when, no matter what was going on in his match, you sat there and you waited for him to jump. The simple jumping off the rope was one of the greatest moves ever. And the crap you see now, it's like I still had that feeling back then, you know what I mean, watching that happen. It's amazing.
But now you don't have that fact.
No.
It's anticlimactic.
What's happening?
No. Everybody's going to kick out of it anyway.
It's very cartoonish.
Up in the middle of a trip. We're half in the bag. We're driving through. And I don't condone drunk driving, whoever's watching this, but Jimmy looks over me and goes, he's got the sunglasses on. Middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. Looks over me and goes, brother, I want to ask you a question. He takes the glasses off. It's like fucking dealing with the Terminator at this point, with a little bit of freaking. Now it's like the Terminator with a little bit of what's the guy from Silence of the Lambs? Hannibal Lecter. He turns around and he looks and goes, brother, do you think I killed that girl?
Oh shit!
And I was like this, and I was like, I looked over and I was like, he's gonna eat me, That was the first thing I could think of.
Whoa. What did you?
He said that to me. He asked
what did you say? What did you say?
I
was not expecting this to come out.
And I found out he asked a lot of people the same question.
Okay.
He would come get hammered and ask him, and I said, no, Pops, never. And he said, I didn't. And that's what he said to me. He always said to me,
I asked him the questions and say that
he said I did.
So you asked him that same, you're straight out.
I never asked him. I would never.
He splashed him.
But I'm just telling you, he splashed me numerous times. But he said to me, I didn't. And I swear by God, no matter whose version, whatever, I heard it from his mouth. And he was drunk, and drunk is like a truth serum, and he said he didn't.
Right.
And clearly it's bothering him, right?
And he never said anything about it at all.
I think Jimmy's, he was so well loved, and to think that sometimes I think and he was such a nice person and a good human being, I think the fact that Jimmy was the hippie, he was a brother, and everything, and always, he wrestled a friend of mine, the Metal Maniac, who was also there when I got discovered.
Straight to the top. We're living this life, not just dreams.